Hello, very good morning, students. We will continue with the Pelton wheel only today also, the remaining part. Okay. Now, design aspects of Pelton wheel. Velocity at inlet, velocity of jet at inlet V1 is equal to CV under the root 2GH, where CV is coefficient of velocity and capital H is the net head and small g acceleration due to gravity. Second, main diameter of the wheel, that is also known as pitch dia of pitch circle, that can be calculated using relation u is equal to u1 that is equal to u2 that is equal to pi dn by 60, where d is the diameter of the wheel, n is the specific speed in rpm and 60 constant. Third, velocity of wheel if not given, u is equal to ku multiplied by under the root 2gh, where ku is equal to speed ratio, that is equal to u by v1, where u is small u is peripheral velocity and v1 is equal to absolute velocity at the inlet. Its value varies from 0.43 to 0.48. Area of jet, fourth design aspect. Area of jet, A is equal to capital Q divided by V1, where Q is the discharge. If Q is not given, then compute Q from overall efficiency or power. So we have found out the equation for power and overall efficiency. From that equation you have to find out Q if it is not given. Okay. Next, fifth design component, angle of deflection. It varies from 160 to 170 degrees, that is equal to 180 minus 5. 5 value varies from 160 to 170. Next, jet ratio, small m. It is the ratio of pitch dia of wheel to the dia of the jet. Small m is equal to capital D by D. It is the ratio of pitch dia to the dia of jet. It varies from 11 to 14. We can take the value of m if it is not given as 12. You can take it as 12 if it is not given. Number of buckets on runner. Z is equal to, it is an empirical relationship, 15 plus 0.5 times m, or Z is equal to 15 plus 0.5. In place of Z we can take, in place of m we can take the value capital D divided by small d, just in the last step we have seen here. Here we have seen number of jets, Nj is equal to total discharge Q divided by discharge from one jet, that is small q. Capital Q is the total discharge, whereas discharge from one jet is given by small q. When we divide with each other, we will get number of jets. Bucket dimensions. Let L is equal to length or height of the bowl, 2.4 times D, capital 2.4 times D, small d, to 3.2 times D here. B is width of the bucket, 4D to 4 times D to 5 times D. Okay. Next. Work done per second is equal to rho A V1 multiplied by VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U, Newton meter second, Newton meter per second or watts. When beta is equal to 90 degrees, put VW2 is equal to 0. Then hydraulic efficiency is equal to VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U whole divided by GH, small g h, where h is the net available head. Or we can write 2 times VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U whole upon V1 squared. Overall efficiency is equal to capital P, that is the power developed, divided by rho GQH, where Q is the discharge total, H is the net available head, rho is mass density, G is acceleration due to gravity. If only numerical mentions only efficiency, means it is hydraulic efficiency. Again and again we are saying, simply efficiency is asked in the numerical problem, it means that it is hydraulic efficiency. If capital Q is not given, then calculate capital Q using overall efficiency equation. This equation you have to use so that everything is known except capital Q, you can find out Q. If small u is not given, then calculate it as u is equal to Ku under the root 2gh and then use equation u1 is equal to u2 is equal to small u is equal to pi dn by 60 to calculate d, capital D, diameter of the pitch circle, where small d is diameter of the jet. Once calculated number of jets and rounded to next full integer, integer, not interior, sorry, integer, then recalculate the diameter of the jet for modified discharge. That is also equally important. When once calculated number of jets and it is rounded off to next full integer, suppose if you are getting 4.78, so could it be possible to have 4.7 times 4.4 number of jet could be 4 or 5 or 3? Could it be possible to have 4.78? No. So we have to round it off to the next full integer. In that case, we have to recalculate the diameter of the jet for modified discharge. Okay. So let us see one or two numerical problem. Pelton wheel is to be designed for the following specifications. Power, within bracket it is given brake or shaft, power of shaft, 9560 kilowatt, head 350 meters, speed 750 rpm, overall efficiency 85%. Jet diameter is equal to not to exceed 1/6 of the wheel diameter. This is the condition. Jet diameter small d should not exceed 1/6 of the wheel diameter or pitch circle diameter, capital D. And the number of jets required, you have to find out number of jet required, the wheel diameter, that is D, and diameter of the jet, small d. CV is given as 0.985, speed ratio is given as 0.45. Okay. Now let us write all these in terms of symbol. Shaft or brake power, that is equal to 9560 kilowatt, capital P. head capital H is equal to 350 meter, speed capital N is equal to 750 rpm, it is given here, speed is given, overall efficiency eta suffix O is equal to 85%, that is 0.85, ratio of jet diameter to wheel diameter d by d is equal to 1 upon 6, d is equal to 1 upon 6 multiplied by d, I have already written here, it should not be greater than that. Okay, then coefficient of velocity Cv is equal to 0.985 given, and speed ratio Qu is equal to 0.45 is also given here. Next, let us zoom it. Solution. How to find the solution we will see. The wheel diameter d, in order to find out wheel diameter d, we know that velocity of jet v1 is equal to cv under the root 2gh. Substitute all the values, 0.985 under the root 2.2 multiplied by 9.81 multiplied by 350, we get 81.62 meters per second. The velocity of wheel u is equal to u1 is equal to u2 is equal to ku multiplied by under the root 2gh. Ku value is given as 0.45 multiplied by under the root 2 multiplied by 9.81 multiplied by 350, where 350 is the head given 350 meter, you will get 37.3 meters per second. But we also know u is equal to pi d n by 60. Therefore, 37.3, just now we have calculated in this step here, is equal to pi, capital D, you keep it as it is because it is required to be found out, multiplied by n is given 750 rpm, divided by 60, you will get D is equal to 0.95 meter. Second, diameter of the jet, small d, to calculate, d is equal to 1/6 of d, it is given condition, therefore 1/6 multiplied by 0.95 is equal to 0.158 meter. The number of jets required, Nj is equal to total discharge from the turbine, that is capital Q, divided by discharge from one jet, small q. Discharge from one jet, small q, is given by area of the jet multiplied by velocity of the jet, because we know q is equal to AV. Pi d squared by 4 multiplied by velocity of jet, just now in the above step we have calculated 81.62 meters per second. Pi d square, d is just now we have calculated 0.158. Substitute the value, you will get q is equal to 1.6 meter cube per second. Let us continue on this slide. Therefore, the number of jets required, Nj is equal to total discharge, capital Q, divided by small q. Total discharge from the turbine, use overall efficiency equation, shaft power divided by water power. Shaft power is equal to 9560 kilowatt, it is given. 9560 multiplied by 10 cube, you will get it in watts. Water power, kinetic energy divided by second, that is rho g qh. Rho, you can assume 1000 density kg per meter cube. G is acceleration due to gravity. Capital Q, we can find out, and capital H, net head available. So overall efficiency is given as 9560 multiplied by 10 cube whole divided by 1000 multiplied by 9.81 multiplied by capital Q, keep it as it is so that we can find out, multiplied by 350, that is nothing but head. Therefore capital Q is worked out to be equal to 3.27 meter cube per second. Now again Go back to this formula. Nj is equal to capital Q divided by small q. Capital Q just now we have found out. Small q in the previous slide we have found out. How much? We can see here. 1.6 meter cube per second. Therefore, 3.27 divided by 1.6, you get number of jet, 2 jets. Okay. Next problem. Next problem. A Pelton wheel is receiving water from a penstock with a gross head of 510 meter. 1/3 of gross head is lost in friction in the penstock. The rate of flow through the nozzle fitted at the end of the penstock is 2.2 meter cube per second. The angle of deflection of the jet is 165 degrees. Determine the power given by the water to the runner, hydraulic efficiency of the Pelton wheel. So here luckily given hydraulic efficiency. Take CV is equal to coefficient of velocity is equal to 1 and speed ratio is equal to 0.45. So you have to write all these in terms of symbol. So how we will see here. You see discharge Q is equal to 2.2 meter cube per second. Angle of deflection is 165 degrees. Net head H is equal to Hg minus Hf, that is equal to 510 minus 170 is equal to 340 meter. Gross head is given as 510. Head lost in friction Hf is equal to 510 divided by 3, that is equal to 170 meter. Therefore net head H is equal to Hg minus Hf, 340 meter. Power rho A V1 multiplied by VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U is how much? That we have to find out. Find first of all V1, VW1, VW2 and small u. V1 is equal to CV under the root 2GH formula. Small u is equal to KU multiplied by, let us take another color pen so that we can see underlining, because this is also red. Find V1, VW1, VW2 and small u. V1 is equal to, we know that CV multiplied by root 2GH. Small u is equal to KU into root 2GH. VW1 is equal to V1. VW2, use outlet velocity triangle to find out. Hydraulic efficiency is equal to runner power divided by water power. That is nothing but rho A V1 multiplied by VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U whole multiplied by water power is nothing but rho GQH. So if you know all these, definitely it is possible by us to find out the values. Just what you are required to do is, you have to write the velocity triangle figure properly and you have to calculate. Okay, we will see now. Angle phi is equal to 180 minus 165, that is equal to 15 degrees. CV is equal to 1. KU is equal to 0.45. It is given. If not, you can assume. Those are the design aspects. The power given by the water to the runner power is equal to rho A V1 multiplied by VW1 plus or minus VW2 multiplied by U. That is to be found out. For that, V1 is equal to CV root 2GH. CV is 1. Substitute the value inside the bracket, inside the square root. You will get 81.67 meters per second. U is equal to KU multiplied by under the root 2GH. Substitute the value, you will get 36.75 meters per second. From inlet velocity triangle, VR1 is equal to V1 minus U. That is worked out to be equal to 44.92 meters per second. This is because U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U. VW1 is equal to V1, that is equal to 81.67 meters per second. Just now here it is calculated. Okay. Now velocity triangle is written here. Just I will push upward so that you can see. Okay. Here now V1 is equal to VW1 at inlet, because the flow direction is straight and tangential. U1 VR1. U1 VR1. Therefore, VR1 must be equal to V1 minus U1 or VW1 minus U1. This is the phi angle. Angle of vane. 180 minus 165, that is equal to 15. Phi value is equal to 15 degrees. How you got 180 minus 165? So V2, VF2, VW2, U2 and VR2. U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U. Direction of, this is the direction of flow. Therefore, the power given by water to the runner from outlet velocity triangle, we have VR2 is equal to VR1, that is equal to 44.92 meters per second. Also, cos phi is equal to U2 plus VW2 divided by VR2, which implies VR2 cos phi is equal to U2 plus VW2, that is equal to U plus VW2, or VW2 is equal to VR2 cos phi minus U. Just mathematics. You have to practice on paper by writing, then you will not have any doubt or confusion. 44.92 cos 15 minus 36.75, you get 6.64 meters per second. Work done per second is equal to, here oversighted it is printed as slash and per second. It is work done per second, that's all. Is equal to rho q VW1 plus VW2 multiplied by U, because beta is less than 90. Because beta is less than 90 degrees. Therefore, you have to take plus sign inside the bracket multiplied by U. 1000 multiplied by 2.2 whole multiplied by, what is 2.2? Discharge. 81.67 plus 6.64 multiplied by 36.75 U value. You will get power given to the runner is equal to, power given to the runner is equal to, power given to the runner is equal to, here, just half a second. Power given to the runner is equal to 7139863 Newton meters per second, or 7139.8 kilowatt. This is in watt, this is in kilowatt. So multiplied by 10 to the power of minus 3, you will get 7139.8 kilowatt. Hydraulic efficiency of the Pelton wheel, for which the formula is eta H is equal to runner power divided by water power, that is equal to rho A V1 multiplied by VW1 plus VW2 divided multiplied by U whole divided by rho GQH. Power is known rho GQH is equal to 1000 multiplied by 9.81 multiplied by 2.2 multiplied by 340. So once again you see the outlet velocity triangle so that you can calculate further, right? Fifth one, a Pelton wheel is to be designed for so many numerical problems we have uploaded. Question paper solved numerical problem. You can see. Furthermore, we will stop here for today. If you have got any doubt, you can raise in the next class. Okay? Have a good day. You have to practice at home. Even though